Medaber Hashem Moshe Lemor, Shlach L'cha Anoshim. You should send for yourself Anoshim. Now, the word Shlach seems to be superfluous, correct? You could have said Shlach Anoshim. What's Shlach L'cha Anoshim? And what's Anoshim? Could you say Shlach? Anoshim, we'll see in a moment, is already people of status. Yisura Eretz Canaan, and they will scout out the land of Canaan. Asher Nosim of Israel, which is also seemingly superfluous. If we would have said Shlach Anoshim Yisuru Es Eretz Canaan, it's obvious. We've been speaking all along. Eretz Canaan is Asher Nosim of Israel. That's where we're going. Asher Nosim of Israel is also superfluous, seemingly. Ish echod, lemate avos of tishlochu. Each person representing mati avosov, the tribe of his paternal line, called nosibem. And which of them is the nosi, the prince of each of the shvoti? Rashi. Shlach Noshim, lo menischu parshas meraglim parshas Miriam. Why is the parsha of the meraglim of the spies juxtaposed to the parsha of Miriam, which was she spoke lashon hara? Fishaloksa al iske dibo shedibro bochio. She was smitten for involvement of speaking something negative speech about her brother. Urishama lo rov lo kumusar. What did Hashem say to Miriam? How did you speak? Ba'avdi b'Moshe. Ba'avdi u'b'Moshe. So what does Rashi say? Rashi says Chazal. If it would have been Avdi alone, how could you speak about him? It would be Moshe alone, how could you speak about him? And if it's Avdi Moshe, of course, how could you speak about him? Meaning, if HaKadosh Baruch Hu considers him Avdi, and it's Moshe, and Hashem values him to such a degree, evidently he hasn't done anything wrong. So how could you perceive him in this negative light to speak something negative about him? So how can you speak Avdi? If he's Avdi Moshe, how do you speak about them? Evidently, if my relationship hasn't been diminished to any degree, evidently it's clear Moshe didn't fail. Because if he would have failed, he wouldn't be Avdi Moshe. So why did Miriam speak? Because she spoke at the moment, because for some reason she equated Moshe to herself and Aaron. So sometimes we pass judgment without really fully grasping and understanding what the situation is. So if they would have learned from Miriam, you see things. You see many things. But maybe your understanding of what you see is not correct. So if that's the case, you have to reserve judgment. You can't speak right away. So that's they should have drawn a lesson. Here, Miriam, who was what? As the Ramban says, as the Rambam says, it was Ochio Shavaso. She risked her life for him, and she only spoke to her brother, and she meant it in a very constructive way. Everything, and yet she was punished. So a person who speaks not with that intent, not in a constructive manner, definitely you deserve to be punished. So it's Rishom Halolu. Ro v'lo kumusar. Because what they did was a lot worse. Good.
Well, I could understand saying Lashon Hara on a person, but here you say Lashon Hara on an inanimate object, land. So why would you equate one with the other?
Okay, you spoke about this recorder here negatively, not about the manufacturer. Is the Lashon Hara, like you said, inanimate. What did they say? Who is the claim against? Eretz Ocheles Ushver. It's the land that devours its inhabitants. Therefore, what? So therefore, what is God doing to us? Here, Hashem depicts it as one thing, and you say it's not what God said. So it's not the land. It's not the stones. You understand? God,
From the Shelach l'chonashim, things implied to me.
we can get to the next Rashi. Yeah, you'll ask a question after the next Rashi.
Good.
Shlach l'cho l'daitcho. You should send based on your understanding. We'll see. L'daitcho. It's your decision. Ani eini b'tzavaloch. I'm not commanding you. Im tirtze shlach. If you want, send. Lefi shabo yisrael v'omer nishcha anoshim b'faneinu. Klal Yisrael came to Moshe. We'd like to send scouts. K'mod shenema v'tikvu and Eli kulchem. This is what Moshe gives them Moshe before he passes away. He says, "You all came to me." Moshe nimlach b'shchina, and Moshe consults with the Shchina. Omar Hashem says to Moshe, "Ani omarti Elohem shitova." I've already told him it's tov. It's a good land. Shneimar al eschem yonu Mitzrayim, to land of Eretz Zovas Cholot Bosh. Chayecho chayeyim shani nosi lemokom litos b'dibim meraglim. I swear on their lives, I will give them a location to make a mistake as a result of the meraglim. Laman lo Yeshua. So again, what is Rashi is quoting Chazal? What is Hashem saying? They've already made their decision. If you have 10 to 2, right? There were 12 meraglim. 10 come back with very negative reports. Kol of Yeshua says it's phenomenal. It's not what they say. So where do you think the majority of the people are going? They're going after the 10. They almost, who said they had much choice? But they had a choice. Initially, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, that you question me, I wouldn't need scouts. You go to the expert in diamonds. He is the expert. And he's proved himself to be the expert endless times over. Infinite times over. So you see this diamond. It's a, whatever it is, quality, this and that. I'm giving you 90% off the list. Says, I'm going to go to a pawn shop on whatever it is. In Chinatown, I'm going to ask the person over there who hasn't seen a diamond worth at this quality ever in his life. I'm going to ask him what his opinion of that diamond is. You know, it's insult at a level of, you know something, if that's the case, you don't deserve I'm not even giving you the diamond. You don't deserve the diamond. After proving myself and me being the expert, you have to see for yourself. And what are you going to say? Do you even understand what you're saying? Does the person have the ability, the capability to make that evaluation? Not only don't you have the ability, I'm going to present it in a way, and you know, litos. I'm going to put it in a setting that you're going to make the mistake, not to see it correctly. So they already were destined to fail because of the initial lack of what? Of trust in Hashem. It's from the beginning. To the obvious question. So why did Moshe immediately not allow it? He could have vetoed it immediately. You know, Moshe had veto power. Okay? And not only Hashem says, Shlach l'cho, Hashem says, I'm not encouraging it. So if Hashem's not encouraging it, Moshe hears it to be a problem, how does Moshe even allow it to go? Right? To be continued.
Okay, it says, beginning part of the l'cho seems to imply directly on Moshe, and yet when it says, Asher Nosen Bnei Yisrael,